Alright, so next on the list here for our PvP dueling sort of setup, we'll go into Shaman. Shaman is a potentially very rough one, and probably even more so now with them getting overload. It's so strong. They're just doing so much more damage, right? And they're getting some damage reduction, so they can just free cast at you while you have to run at them. They get when you do get to them, they're taking 20% less damage from popping shamanistic rage. This is going to be like potentially pretty rough. You're going to need like a grenade. You might even need to like bubble as you run at them, kind of things. Uh, Generally, the old way of doing it was you kind of outrange them. Like as they're casting at you, their earth shock is a much shorter range than their like damaging abilities. So you just kind of run away from them a bit, kind of make them chase you, and start like casting heals on yourself in like an open world PvP setting. Like in a duel, you're gonna start much closer to them, and you'll be in range to like throw a judgment, which will get ate by their grounding totem before throwing a Hodge, which a lot of them are going to be orcs. They could resist your they could resist your stuns and just keep free casting. That's a thing that they will do in classic. They sort of will just become this turret and just spam at you and say, if I resist the stun and you try to just run at me and stun me and turn the fight, you're just dead. And that does happen. Um, you kind of want this gear set of a lot of stamina, uh, some int, because you are going to be into some mana fight, or at least like you would have been in classic, where you were going to have to bubble and heal up and run at them and stuff. They don't kite you too well. They can have uh, the slow totem and frost shock, but you can easily just blessing of freedom that or cleanse it and just keep running at them. At level 25, a lot of classes are pretty weak. Like some of these classes, as far as PvP concerns, they're a lot weaker than they would be at in game. Paladins are pretty damn strong at 25. Like shamans they're going to be pretty damn strong. They are going to be a problem. It's going to take some mix of gearing and trying stuff out where you're going to need to go just damage, and hopefully when you get to them and can connect with all of your damaging spells that are being added, it's enough. You get some crits, you get some burst in there to overcome their 20% damage reduction from shamanistic rage. This is one that I'm worried about, probably the most of all of them, in just a straight dueling sense, at least at level 25. So uh, that's probably it for that one, though. Not too much more to say. That they don't just have like crazy utility in their kit. They're not doing a lot of crazy stuff. They are just to sort of burst classes, seeing who bursts harder. So leave it at that.